When I was in college, I went to college in San Antonio. My buddy and I, it was an hour before the zoo closed. It was always free, and so hot in the summer, nobody was ever there. So we would get drunk and just go to the zoo.
You said it so casually.
Yeah. So one day we're at the zoo, and his name's Jock, and he's from West Texas. He's a tiny little dude, like 5'4".
Max.
And he probably has to stand on phone books to do surgery.
You've probably seen him in your workshop, actually.
We represent the...
You had a Christmas joke before I came up here. I was like, fuck, what can I do?
So we stop at the rhino pen, and he looks at me and he goes, you know what's crazy? Because I said to him, I go, this thing is just, they're massive animals, right? He goes, yeah, it's so crazy that they're scared of people. And I was like, no. And he goes, no, they are. I go, dude, it's got a knife on its face.
I feel like a knife is an understatement. It's more like a sword.
Yeah,
like it is like.
That's not how they build them if they're passive, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, dude, scared of humans. He goes, I could jump in there and scare it right now. I go, $20 says. You don't jump in that pen. I said, I'll throw in another 20 if you can touch it on the ass. Now this is the 90s. $40 is 40 beers. We're college students. That's the math we're doing. I could see him like 40 beers, deal, you know? You've been to a zoo. It's not like not like there's stairs on the way down. You got to jump in. It's a cement wall. So he hangs off the side and drops in because he's a tiny little dude, you know? And he's just walking towards this rhino. Now, it's a rectangular pen, and the rhino is at the end of the pen behind a little wooden fence that has an opening at the end. And he's walking towards the rhino, and so say the rhino's back here. Every now and then he'd turn around to me and go, and I honestly had a moment where I was like, do I not know what rhinos do? Am I off on the rhino, you know? And he got a little further than halfway, for sure. When the rhino let out a noise, I never heard a noise like that before. And my buddy turned to me, and when I saw his face, my first thought was, that's what real fear looks like. Yeah. Holy shit. I've seen people scared, but that was fucking fear. And he just started running. Because the rhino turned and hit the hole. And I don't know if you know this, but rhinos are faster than you would think.
Dude.
Those little legs started going.
They run like 40 miles. You talking about him or Jock?
Jock's little legs were going.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude, they run like 40 miles an hour on land.
Dude, he's running, the rhino's running, and I was watching, and I was just thinking to myself, this is gonna be close. I really can't call this one right now. But I knew how he got down, so I knew he was gonna have to run and jump and put a foot up, and then try to reach the top. So I reached my hands down. And, because I know if I can lift him a little, the rhino obviously isn't jumping. And so he runs, he jumps, he grabs my arms, and I just pull back. Yo, dude, rhinos do not stop on a dime. Ran into the wall. That's how close he was.
Damn.
And Jock was laying on the ground, and he was just like gasped, quiet. And I was laughing.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I was like, I didn't know I was going to tell your family, you know? He needed $20. I don't know what to tell you. On the way out of the zoo, we hadn't said a word to each other. And he looks at me and he goes, hippo, not rhino, hippo.
You
And
You
I said,
actually-
no, dude, wrong.
No,
wrong
no,
again.
very.
Yeah, wrong again.
Couldn't have picked a worse animal,
yeah.
actually.
Cow. Stick with cow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Tell me about your best night in college.
My best night in college.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. My buddy and I were drunk at the zoo. And we were there near closing time. It was like around 6 or 7. We were hammered. We're walking around, we're making fun of animals and shit. And we get to the rhino pen. And my buddy goes, look at that. I go, it's crazy how big that f***ing thing is, right? And he goes, it's weird that they're scared of people, right? And I go, and I said, no. This animal has a sword on its face. They don't make you with a sword on your face if you're scared of people, you know what I mean? He goes, no, they're like cows, they run away from people. I go, no. And he says to me, $20 so that I don't jump in the pen with a rhino. Now in college, in the 90s, $20 is 10 beers. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, 20 bucks? You don't jump in the pen? He goes, 20 bucks. And he goes, 20 more bucks if I touch it on the ass. I said, deal. Now the pen, this rhino's name was Lord. And it was a long rectangular pen. And it was at the end of the pen behind a wooden fence. And there was a fence and it had an opening big enough for the rhino to get out, right? So now this dude, he was wearing jeans tighter than mine. He jumps in wearing these Wranglers, he's got cowboy boots on. He's like this little 5'6" dude from West Texas. His name is Jock. By the way, he is now a heart surgeon. Now the rhino pen is the walls are cement walls. It's not like there's steps up and down. So he grabs onto the side and he just lets go and he drops in. I bet you the wall's probably 9.5, 10 feet. Maybe a little less, maybe 8. And so he starts to walk up to the rhino. And it's at the end of the long pen, probably the end of this club, probably. And he's walking up to me, and he's turning to me, so he'll turn around and he's doing something like this. And the rhino's not moving. And for a second I was like, do I not know what rhinos do? Right, like why isn't this rhino sticking his horn up this dude's asshole? This is what we're paying the money for, you know what I mean? And he's getting closer and closer with not a care in the world. I'm like, what is happening? He probably got within, it feels like 15 feet. And the rhino just looked at him and let out this noise. I'd never heard a noise like that before in my life, dude. I was like, oh, that's what a real animal sounds like. Just a... Thank you. And my buddy turned to me, and I was like, there's the fear I'm looking for. This dude straight up realized, oh, I made a big mistake. And the rhino turns, and it's not that nimble, right? But when it gets out the hole, yo, I'll tell you something right now, rhinos are faster than I thought they were. This thing, and it's got those little tiny legs. I'm like, how is it moving so fast? Yeah, you know, and so it's and my buddy's just, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be close. And I reach my hand down over the side. And I go, come on, man. I go, grab my hand. And the rhinos, guys, by the way, I wish I had a picture of what his face looked like. But you've never seen fear until you've seen someone chased by a rhino. That is a fear that you don't expect to ever unlock. You know what I'm saying? That's deep, dark. He runs jumps 1 foot in the wall, grabs my hand. All of my weight, I just pull, lift him up out of that pen. When I tell you how close it is, dude, I lifted him up. The rhino was so close to him, the rhino ran into the wall. Rhinos don't stop on a dime. You know what I mean? They don't really have brakes, you know what I mean? This dude, into the wall. My buddy's laying there, out of breath, just not saying anything. I'm laying there, laughing my ass off. I'm like, God, I almost saw you die right now. You're like, your rhino almost split you in two, bro. And we're walking out of the zoo, quiet. He hasn't said a word. And then he looks at me and he goes, hippo, not rhino, hippo. And I go, no, dude, not hippo either.
All right, anybody else? Oh, yes.
Favorite story about your daughter?
Favorite story about my daughter. She's here tonight. She's in the back. I've always said that she's like the most ride or die. So when I first started dating Beth, my wife, I was a single dad and I was raising the kids. And my rule was if I was dating you, you didn't just get to meet the kids. That wasn't, if we went on a date and you were too excited to meet my kids before we knew each other, the date, it was over. It was super suspicious to me. And why you want to go home and meet my kids so bad? So she would come over to the house, you know, after the kids went to sleep, we would have sex, and then she would get the fuck out. Don't tell her I said that. One night, she was like, I am too tired to drive home. And I said, it's not like I can leave the kids. And I go, but you can't stay here. And she goes, what if I sleep in your closet? Now, it was a walk-in closet, everybody, you know. And I said, so you're going to come over, we're going to have sex, and you're going to go sleep in the closet? And she was like, sure. And I said, yeah, that works for me. In the morning, Caitlin, she comes into the kitchen, and she said, Dad, I can't find my shoes. And I said, Kate, they're here somewhere. We took them off yesterday. They're here somewhere. And she was like, I've looked everywhere. I said, well, you haven't looked everywhere. So she disappeared. She came back a few minutes later. She goes, I still can't find my shoes, and there's a stranger sleeping in your closet. And this is when I knew she was complete ride or die. I said, okay, Kate. I said, I'll help you find your shoes, but there's a stranger in my closet. That's the reaction I get. And she was walking out of the kitchen, and on her way out, she goes, it's your closet, Daddy. None of my business what happens in your closet. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm bury a body with this one. This one knows to keep the secrets.
Yeah. Me, on the other hand, would sell you out for a bag of Cheerios.